It's 6 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Time for a look at the news for a Monday, the 24th day of July for 2017. As we start our news this morning, crews are working on an accident scene. Accident took place about 6:30 this morning on Highway 49 at the bypass. Highway 49 just south of Ione Road. Apparently a multi-vehicle head-on collision. At least one fatality reported. Air ambulance has airlifted other injured parties from that scene, and the roadway will be closed for another hour or so. Detours are set up. Elsewhere in the news, California's unemployment rate was unchanged last month, but both Amador and Calaveras counties saw a slight bump. The statewide rate remained at 4.7%, while Amador County's rate rose from 4.4% the previous month to a current level of 5%, and Calaveras County's moved up from 4.3% to an even 5% as well. The national unemployment rate inched up slightly to 4.4%. California sectors that added jobs last month include professional services, construction, finance, hospitality, mining, and lodging. Sectors that posted declines include manufacturing, trade, transportation, and utilities. These statistics were released Friday by the California Employment Development Department.
And a fire off Railroad Flat Road engulfed an outbuilding, threatened a residential structure Saturday evening. The call came in just before 5 p.m. Air and Ground Resources responded. The blaze, which reportedly began in the outbuilding, moved to nearby vegetation, burning close to an acre. Firefighters were able to bring the blaze under control around 8 p.m. and remained on scene for several hours, conducting mop-up operations. No damage report was released, the cause under investigation.
And with the Ditweiler fire still under 50% containment this morning, CAL FIRE reports some good news. Over the weekend, a number of evacuation orders were lifted, and crews, both on the ground and in the air, have started to slow the forward movement of the fire. According to CAL FIRE, firefighters continued to complete and improve secondary fire lines, but the fire was still making minimal uphill runs in the tall grass and chaparral yesterday. As of this morning, the fire is 45% contained and is around 47,000 acres. 63 homes have been destroyed, 67 outbuildings, and 1 commercial building. In addition, 13 more homes have received damage, as well as 8 outbuildings. Over 4,700 firefighters have been assigned to the incident. What ignited the Ditweiler fire remains under investigation.
Well, gas prices on the rise around the nation. According to the Lundberg survey, prices inched up a penny, reversing an 11-week trend. The average price of a gallon of regular unleaded is now $2.32. Industry analyst Trilby Lundberg of the Lundberg survey reports the slight increase comes after 11 weeks of decline and is about 10 cents above where it was last year, or a year ago. Now, a quick check of gas prices locally reveals the average price of a gallon of regular in Amador County is running at $2.93, while in Calaveras, the average pump price is $2.79. Now, the cheapest gas can be found in Jackson, Mississippi, $1.97 a gallon. The U.S. average diesel price is $2.51, the same as 2 weeks ago.
And Amador Assessor Jim Rooney recently released a review of all assessments for 2017-18, and the overall change in assessed value throughout the county was an increase of 4.41%. According to Rooney, property values in Amador County have been increasing as well as property values throughout the state. Even though the increase in assessments in the county is relatively modest, it is the largest increase in assessments in the past 9 years. It's also the 5th straight year of increasing assessed property values after 5 consecutive years of declining values. The annual property assessment roll generates the property tax revenue that's used to fund education, local law enforcement, transportation, and many other city and county services. If someone believes that the market value of their property as of January 1st is less than the enrolled assessed value shown, they can ask for an informal review from the assessor's office. For more information or questions, contact the Amador County Assessor's Office.
Well, fundraising efforts underway to help save Kennedy Mine Tailing Wheel number 1. Interim city manager Susan Peters recently reported the beam supporting the tailing wheel gave way. Now the wheel is now leaning toward the rock bank to the east of the structure, supported only by 1 or 2 wires attached to trees. It could cause a safety concern. Jackson City Councilman Keith Sweet says the city is now raising money to stabilize the wheel in hopes that future funds can be raised to restore it. Estimated cost of stabilization is $16,000. Now without stabilization, it may completely collapse. Not only is it dangerous to have such a large structure, which is next to a footpath, threaten to fall, but we're in danger of losing a piece of our gold mining history. If you would like to help save one of the iconic Kennedy tailing wheels, you can contribute by sending a check to City of Jackson, 33 Broadway, Jackson, California, 95642. In the memo line of the check, write wheel number 1.
And the Gold Country region of American Red Cross looking for everyday heroes in our community. Those people who may have gone beyond what's expected to help save the lives of fellow citizens or gone above and beyond to support the Red Cross mission. Nominations are now being accepted and the winners will be honored on September 10th. This event will cover the Mother Lode and Sacramento regions. For more information and a complete list of the hero categories open for nomination, visit redcross.org/Gold Country. And that's a look at local news on this Gold Country Monday, the 24th day of July for 2017. From the KVGC News Center,
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting.